Good morning, sir.
Hi,
Could you please introduce me yourself to our readers?
Sure. My name is Alberto Gurrola Aguirrezabal, General Manager from the Fiesta Americana Grand Coral Beach, Cancun, in Mexico.
Could you please tell us about your background in the industry, in the travel and hotel industry?
Well, basically, I've been working for this industry for about 23 years. I started whenever I was studying in university. I happened to have the fortune to be able to study as well in hotel school in Cornell University in New York for a short period of time. But after that, in Mexico, I've been working for this company, which is Posadas, one of the larger operating hotel companies in Mexico and Latin America. We do manage more than 120 hotels in Mexico, around the country. And I've been working with other companies as well in the Caribbean and back in the US. But most of all, being in Mexico back, it's incredible. You know, the growth of Mexico in tourism, it's incredible. The speed of how developers are really doing things in the right way, making master plans right now to be able to define new tourist places. It's just amazing. It's an icon, you know, for parts of the world where we have been already recognized with a project like Cancun. That Cancun was basically one of the first projects in Mexico that it was drawn just, you know, with a pencil, you know, up in a map, and they just decided to say, here is where we want to build Cancun, and that was just incredible. That was in 1975, 1976, and now that it's going to be, you know, kind of almost a 50th anniversary for Cancun, the 50-year anniversary in a couple of years. Cancun has matured in a certain way that Mexico, it's very proud, you know, of what has happened here. We started Cancun with 8,000 rooms, you know, hotel rooms. Then it jumped to 12,000 rooms. Then Riviera Maya started, you know, with the corridor from the Riviera Maya from this region, the Cancun airport south along the beach with 5,000 rooms, 10,000 rooms. It was to a point where Cancun and the Riviera Maya were equally in number of rooms.
As I read, right now, close to 40,000 rooms.
Well,
in all Cancun area.
Cancun right now has about 28,000 rooms, and Riviera Maya has about 60,000 rooms. So 60,000, the Riviera Maya, which is the airport from Cancun going south, with 60,000 rooms ready, you know, to receive tourists from all the different diversity, all-inclusive. And we are not talking about housing or condominiums of time sharing. We are just talking about hotel rooms. And then Cancun with 28,000, it combined together, you know, and it's almost 80,000 rooms, which is incredible.
And what do you say about the Coral Beach right now? Now you have a very nice hotel which I'm staying here.
Well, this hotel, it's one of the flagships from Cancun in regards to luxury and to Mexican hospitality. Obviously, there is you know, 3 or 4 luxury brands in Cancun, very well known worldwide, and we are happy to be a Mexican brand, you know, from a Mexican company as it is Posadas with the name Fiesta Americana. We try to go a little bit above and beyond the standard 5-star hotel with the luxury hotel, so we put the Grand underneath our name, the Fiesta Americana. So this property is considered a Fiesta Americana Grand, and it's the only one in our group, you know, with search and results, you know, with the profit and so forth. We've been open 23 years, and since we've been open, we were the first hotel who received the recognition from the AAA 5 Diamond Award in 1993. Such award was kept, you know, for 18 consecutive years, and that's something that it keeps us very, very proud. Now today, Le Basilique, one of our restaurants, is one of the only 5 restaurants in all of Mexico with the 5 Diamond Award, which speaks very, very high in regards to the quality of the property. We are always renovating the hotel. We just invested 2.5 years ago, $8 million in what is considered one of the best spas in Latin America.
Yeah, I heard it.
It's almost 4,000 square meters, you know, and it's beautiful. It's just a facility that it brings the world into Mexico for all these theming, you know, with the spa treatments and so forth.
Okay, and tell me about your guests. Mostly your visitors coming from States, and what about to Europe?
Well, basically, our guests from Europe started to come about 10 years ago, as we were very expensive, as Europeans were thinking about Mexico with you know, small lodges, more fun, affordable places. Our brand of Fiesta Americana hotels, the 5-star hotel, was very successful with Europe, you know, with meal plans, now with the all-inclusive, Italy, you know, Spain, United Kingdom, Russia in certain instance. Now for us in the Coral Beach, with the luxury market, Russia is number one in Europe with the volume. Very, very nice high-end travelers. And also in the other side, you know, more than Europe, Asia as well, you know, Japan, Japanese, Korean, and
Chinese are coming here.
Chinese, not that many as what we were expecting.
They are starting.
They are starting.
Yeah.
But our natural market is the United States, with maybe 60% of our travelers are coming from this natural market. Mostly in the winter, whenever it's very, very cold, they just take a plane, fly down, 2 hours flight, and they are in Cancun.
1 hour's flight from Miami. Okay, sir. And now a new trend is online bookings. So what is the percentage of your marketing in the online bookings and normal reservations?
In the year 2000, when these online travel agencies that we call OTAs, the online travel agencies, started, we didn't know how to give them a rate. If we would give them a net rate and they will mark up and they will go out and sell, you know, to certain advantages, that we will give them a special rate. And our surprise was to understand that they sell at the same rates that we are out in public rates, and then they take a cut, you know, from the volume that they generate. And today, OTAs are probably from the leisure segment of travelers. The online bookings are pretty much 80% of our business today for leisure travel, no? For families, and they are very, very dynamic, where you could compare prices, you know, from what you could see in one side or you could see in another one. And the dynamics that we could do with advertising and mostly reviews from the travelers, it's a very powerful tool, like TripAdvisor. Right now, today, TripAdvisor has been, you know, taken over by many other online travel agencies to be the satisfactory survey, or to have the feedback from their travelers. Now, before, every travel agency online had their own reviews and their own things. Everybody has dropped that, and they have lead that particular item, you know, and to TripAdvisor. So TripAdvisor today is very, very powerful. All the reviews and all the documentation that the guests get online, their own pictures from their bedroom, their own experiences, talking about how well they found the hotel, how incredible the hospitality was, or how bad it was. It's something that today is ruling the online business. You know, really, for those surveys that they say, we'll trust the traveler surveys and the traveler opinions first, and from the traveler opinions, then they go over and choose their hotel, which is very interesting. How now today we have not even got into the penetration for the, you know, online agencies to be very, very diverse, and 80% of our bookings. But now we are understanding that those bookings are being derived by the guest opinions that they put in these other websites like TripAdvisor. So it's everything evolving every 2 or 3 years. We just need to be on loop with them and to be able to surf the wave, you know, with our advertising, and be present in all of these virtual agencies.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much
Please,
for
my
this
pleasure.
short interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.